Oh my God. Yes. Masters and None podcast. Again, I'll say one more time. That beat is so fire.
Such a good beat.
That beat's pretty fire. But we're here live again. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right?
It's Tuesday. When we're here,
it's Tuesday.
Fucking Tuesday.
Masters and None podcast, episode 183 episodes deep. We appreciate everybody that's going to tune into the live stream, whether that be YouTube, Kick, or Twitch. Please jump in the channels, chat, the live chat, because we love to interact with the live chat. If you can't jump in the live chat, it's all right. Just make sure that you check out the episode, and you can watch all episodes. If you can't watch them live, you can check them out in our archive. Make sure that you hit that live tab on the channel, because that's where our full episode, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, anywhere that you consume your favorite podcast. Make sure you check us out there. And if you don't find us on your favorite audio podcast listening platform, Berto's about to let you know what you could do.
Join it.
What happened? The stream started stuttering?
Yeah. I think it started, and I think we popped back in.
I think we're back. Yeah. So, since we're back, because we're back, what I was going to say is, if we're not on whatever platform you listen to podcasts on, then join the Discord and harass us until we place the podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform. And with that being said, episode 183. Let's get started, boys.
183.
How you guys doing?
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat already. Listen, we do appreciate anybody that's in here. And it's Tuesday. Tell me, you guys want to talk about your weekends?
My weekend?
What happened? Anything important? Anything of, that's worth letting us know?
I had some stuff happen. I don't know if you want to hear about it.
Some stuff happened. That sounds interesting. What
kind
of stuff
go ahead.
are we talking
about your stuff.
What kind of stuff are we talking about?
Tell us about your stuff.
All the stuff.
All right. So, no. What's up, guys? How you doing? Oh, I'm a little crooked. Sorry. In any case, Saturday we had a retirement party for one of my coworkers. 33 years of service. So, we went and celebrated that. So shout out to him. You know who you are. We love you. We appreciate you. Congratulations, and we hope you enjoy your retirement. And then Sunday I went to an open mic thrown by the Unsung Warriors Collective. A lot of dope guys over there. A lot of people that are really for the culture. Surprised by some of the performances. There was a lot of different styles. Typically at these open mics and stuff like that, you get a lot of people doing the same things, at least in my experience. And I've frequented them for many years. But they had a great great range. So shout out to everybody that did that. And that was pretty much it. That was pretty much my weekend in a nutshell. A lot of Patron and pineapple too.
Hey,
Patron, write the check, baby.
I didn't have like a eventful weekend. My dog was supposed to get like surgery on Friday, and he was supposed to get a lipoma removed, and it ended up not happening, and they ended up removing his spleen in like some kind of fucking crazy like turn of events. So that happened. And then because I'm poor now, because like due to the surgery, obviously,
dude, it's crazy.
I just stayed at home for the rest of the weekend. And honestly, I foresee myself staying at home many more weekends in the future now because of this.
Not for nothing, but who told you to get pet insurance quite some time ago?
You did tell me to get pet insurance. Someone just told me last night. They were like, "Oh man, I got pet insurance. I get 90% back of everything." I'm like, that's fucking crazy. But you know what? This is the way I look at it. Because honestly, I had to think about this before.
I have a rebuttal for this because I know exactly what you're going to say.
No.
I have a rebuttal. Go ahead.
I'm not saying that this is my argument against insurance.
I have a counterpoint. Continue.
However, here's the way I did this, right? When we were debating what to do with the dog, because essentially what ended up happening was the dog was acting irregular. They did a chest x-ray and they found a mass in his stomach. And now we had three options. We could go in and do surgery and just pull the mass out. They can or do an ultrasound first and then find out where the mass is and kind of figure out what's going on before doing surgery, or bring him back home and don't do anything.
Okay.
I couldn't bring him back home and don't do anything because he was like obviously suffering. He was in some kind of a pain, and they thought that the mask might have burst. So I said to myself, how much has this dog cost me over the years? Right?
So you did a little, would you make a spreadsheet?
Yeah.
Went to Excel?
Yeah, I had an Excel.
Fair enough.
There was a pivot table. For a long time, we debated whether the cost of the dog should be included in this like thing, and I think it should.
I think it should. Of course, that was the first bill.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you add the cost of the dog, doesn't really make you want to cut him open, you know? Because I start to realize quickly, well, I could buy a couple. You know, I could buy another one of these with the money. And I said to myself, listen, I've had this dog for 10 years.
Oh my God, he's 10 years old?
Yeah.
God, and he's such a good boy.
I had this dog for 10 years. I've taken him to the vet 3 times. One time is just last week when I took him or just Friday when we took him for the surgery. So it's not like I spent pretty much money on him. Obviously, I feed him good food and shit like that. But so I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to put a cap on this. And this is the amount of money I'm going to spend. And anything over than that, he's going to have to go. That's what I did.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I mean, I give you credit for doing a surgery. The most expensive thing that my dog's had so far is I had to pay for a tooth extraction. Because I used to be an idiot and give her these antlers and these bones. And she wants to chew. She has the jaw strength to chew harder than her teeth can withstand. So that's exactly what she did. And but I give you credit for doing it. I mean, it's weird, right? It lands in this gray area when you think about, you know, finances and how much it's going to cost to help your animal. You know what I mean? Because a person is different than an animal. An animal is property, technically.
Yeah. Dude,
You know,
he's 10.
It becomes different. Yeah, and he's had a good life, man. He's 10. He's had a good life. He's, you know, so. But, you know, kudos to you. You know, Rico's on the mend.
Yeah, realistically, how much longer is he going to live? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. That's true. It's true, you know, but, you
If
know,
he
loving
was-
a dog,
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough, man. You got to, I don't know what I like. I love my dog more than I love some people.
Yeah.
Most people.
That's a fact. I like him. I care about him a lot. I spend a lot of time with my dog. I go to work every day with my dog. I'm with my dog a lot. I like him a lot. But at the same time, it's like, damn, sometimes I get it where people are like, I just can't afford this.
Yeah, true. Especially now. Inflation, geez. It's probably expensive to even put down a dog. It used to be cheaper to put down a dog. Now it's going to be like, please, I'm sure it's like 100% inflation. Like how much? 1,000. And you got to pay travel.
Yeah,
for a
I wonder
person.
what happens if you just don't show back up. Because you ain't got to go back there, right?
What do you mean? After the thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
They
know.
put your dog
I don't even
down?
want to, I'm getting so sick. I don't even want to talk about this.
All right.
I love my dog, bro.
All right.
Dead it. Enough.
No more fucking dying dog conversations. Let's get into the meat and potatoes today, all right?
The meat.
Let's dig right into it.
Let's dig
Let's
in.
dig into it like they were digging tunnels underneath. They were digging tunnels in historical buildings in Brooklyn. So what's going? You guys, Justin's put me onto this story, so I feel like you have to tell it, right? Also, if this gets clipped and out of context, you're the lightest skinned out of all of us, and the more likely to align. So I feel like if anybody's gonna get a pass, it's gonna be you. I don't know. Have this yarmulke here you can wear if you want to sweat while you're saying this. No, I'm kidding. Obviously.
Twist, put down that. No, just kidding. No, I'm kidding. But nah, it's something crazy I saw. You know what's nuts, man? Shout out to the Derelicts podcast.
Yes.
You know, shout out to the Derelicts podcast. Dylan co-hosted that podcast. He actually broke this story to me before I saw it on any news outlet anywhere. I saw it on an independent journalist's Instagram, and then like 10 hours later, it was on the news. And the story I'm talking about is they found some tunnels under the place is called, it's the Shabbat Lubavitch.
That looks like.
Please
that
don't
looks correct
butcher
to
it.
me.
If I butchered it, please spare me. But under the world headquarters in Brooklyn. So they found some crazy a tunnel in there, apparently because somebody close by was complaining that they heard someone inside their residence. They're like, I hear somebody in my residence. And, typically you'd be like, oh, stop smoking PCP.
Yeah, but this time.
But it was real, apparently. And what happened is they discovered people in this tunnel under this synagogue.
You know what I don't get? Did you see the tunnels?
I did what they showed. Yes.
Yeah. I don't get, why are you using the tunnels when you're not in that must be like a code system, code green. We got to hit the tunnels like something's afoot. There's no lockdown right now. Why are you guys in the tunnel?
I don't know.
Unless you're working on the tunnel.
Maybe they were doing maintenance. Who knows? Running oxygen lines. Who knows? But it appeared to me that, or what it seemed, what I read was that they were in the tunnel to prevent the city from filling the tunnels with concrete.
Well,
it was almost like a sit-in, no?
From the article that I read, that those were students, and they went there to stop them from filling the tunnel. That the guy who owned the building had sent like a repair company there, and I think they were going to fill it with cement, like backfill it. They were going to make the repairs to enclose these tunnels. Okay, and then that's where this video that's viral right now on the internet of what I read was students kind of fighting with the police. A couple of them getting arrested.
Yeah, I mean, but there were a whole bunch of, it looked like members of that congregation, no?
I believe they're students of
right?
Yeah. I believe they're students of the church.
I don't know what that means.
They're not they're not from UCLA.
What kind of students
study
are
there?
They study what?
Judaism. It's a church.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's I get you. I'm thinking like career path. I'm like, what are they learning down there? Like cement work?
No,
or they're learning how to dig
something
tunnels.
far more important than any of that.
Okay, got you. But
it's definitely not fucking architecture.
I'll tell you the first thing. I was shocked. I was like,
yeah, you set me up with such a funny joke. And I didn't fucking bite. When you were like, where are they studying down there? I should have said something like archaeology or something. And I fucking dropped the ball. Oh, I'm sorry.
You lob, bro.
You did. I wish we could run that back. Man, that would have been funny. Archaeology. I would have been slapping my fucking knee right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
I just couldn't believe it when I saw that they found the ooze down there.
What ooze?
The ooze. I had no idea. I had no idea that the Ninja Turtles were Jews. I had no idea. I never in a million years would have thought that. Never, ever would I have thought that. Yeah. But I'm telling you. But no, on a serious note, I don't know what it was for. And my first question is, how would this have been received if this was under a mosque?
Well,
that's my question.
Well, it says here that they were trying to break through the wall to the synagogue. So they were the reason why it turned into a dispute was because they were trying to preserve their unauthorized access. So apparently
Who's they?
The extremist students.
Okay.
They wanted access to the synagogue, and they weren't giving them access to the synagogue. So that's why they made the tunnels. When they noticed in the synagogue that the walls there was an issue, they went to fill it, and that's when they started raising all HELMNOP.
So there's a lot of theys in there. Is they referring to all the same people?
Yes, they is what they're being labeled as the extremist students. It was 12. It's 12 Hasidic Jewish worshipers.
There was definitely more than 12 of them turning up tables.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. They were in there going nuts in that video.
They caught more. They only caught 12 of them.
Well, yeah, but there's always a fall guy. So
okay, so that makes more sense because I was reading like one article I read said, "Oh, this was these tunnels date back to Shmovid." And then another article I read said that they were done within the last 6 months.
Okay. Interesting. But in any case, it was terrifying to see humans crawling out of like the grates on the sidewalk. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
I was like, bro, I was like, what is happening right now?
What are you even doing coming out of here?
I was like, what is going on? So it begs the question, like, I want to know the origin, like the purpose of these. I want to know exactly why.
It must, if what Twiz is saying is correct, is that they were trying to gain access. Like, I guess that makes sense.
So this was the people that whose synagogue it is didn't know that these people were doing this?
How could they not know? Twiz.
Yeah,
Well, you don't have to answer this question, but
I will.
was
I will anyway.
was the synagogue, was it shut down?
Nah, so it says here, I'll just read you guys a little bit because that's where I gained some context. So it pretty much says here, it says,
And can you give the source so that we don't get fucking?
of course, the source here is NBC News, and they stated, it says,
They're never wrong.
12 Hasidic Jewish worshippers were arrested Monday after breaking into the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters in Crown Heights, New York, and allegedly damaging the synagogue underneath it. It says, it's not immediately clear why the worshippers broke into the synagogue, but there had been a dispute over a tunnel secretly dug into the side of the institution, the Associated Press reported. So, excuse me. It goes on to say pretty much that out of the 12 arrested, 4 were charged with criminal mischief and reckless endangerment, 2 were charged with an attempted hate crime and criminal mischief, 3 were charged with attempted criminal mischief, and 3 were taken into custody for disorderly conduct, according to the New York Police Department. No injuries were reported as a result of the incident, and that's pretty much it. They just said it's distressing to the Lubavitch movement and the Jewish community worldwide. We hope and pray to be able to expeditiously restore the sanctity and decorum of this holy place. So it says, according to Seligson, Lubavitch officials tried to gain access to the area around the Brooklyn synagogue through the New York court system, but the process has dragged on for years.
Oh, jeez. First things first, shout out to Saif in the chat. You were fucking hysterical.
And Dave, you see what Dave said? Dave said,
Yeah, for you guys on your on the mobile, go check out the chat. Fucking.
oh my God. Yo, shout out to the best
chat.
chat. The best chat.
Jesus Christ.
That's-
Yo, speaking
that's
of funny, you know what's been hysterical? All the fucking Stephen Hawking memes.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
when I tell you, this is the funniest thing, and it's so weird, right? Because it's not supposed to be funny.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be funny, but Lord, should we give some context here?
Yeah, please.
We'll give a little bit of context. What we're talking about is this terrible thing that happened with Epstein and the documents and the island and all that. Do your own research if you're unfamiliar with that story. But information that came out in the court documents about that case are saying that Stephen Hawking, of all people, was involved in this. And he apparently had multiple encounters with underage people on this island at the behest of Epstein.
Allegedly.
And I used to say rest in peace to Stephen Hawking. Not so sure anymore. But should we tell him who can you explain it to people, Twiz, or one of you guys, who Stephen Hawking is?
He's the guy, he's like a quadriplegic, right? Is
Yeah.
that the appropriate term? He's a
Yeah.
quadriplegic. He talks through the fucking keyboard.
Yeah, through the computer, like with his brain.
Yeah.
That's not the answer they were looking for.
Oh,
Stephen Hawking.
You want me to give? I don't. I'm pretty
He's
sure-
best known for his keyboard talking.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Let's
more
keep it a stack.
impressive than any of the science that he's done, in my opinion.
We're
Yes.
the average person.
Yeah.
I
Twiz-
don't know what kind of science he studied. I just know that the guy was an anomaly.
Yeah, let me ask you a question, Twiz. If
Sure.
you're in an airport and there's a dude busts out doing 40 in one of these puppies, pulls up on you and starts talking to you through a computer, are you going to guess it's anybody else but the man himself?
Fine. I'll give you that.
He's the only one doing it
Yeah,
right
he's
now. I haven't seen anybody. Nobody's done it since, right?
Not to that level.
No.
Nah.
Not
You
to
know?
that. He's the MJ of that lane.
Yeah, and it turns out he's been fucking hitting the island. How
And
cool-
originally he was the MJ, like Michael Jordan of that game. Now
Yeah.
he's the Michael Jackson of that game. You get what I'm saying?
Yo, nah, chill. Somebody, yo.
I see what you did there. It's crazy. He couldn't have been doing this by himself. No way. How's it? Who approached
Jesus.
him, or did he approach somebody else? Because he can't whisper, right? Is there a setting?
Yeah.
His home health aid is definitely involved.
You think there's a lady from the Caribbean in there whispering to somebody's ear, talking about?
Yo, my man Saif is going off in the chat too. He said, what if someone accidentally pressed Alt F4 and that's how he actually...
Dude, That's what I'm saying. It's not supposed to be funny, but the internet is taking this and making it.
Look what they did to us. They compelled us
Yeah.
to. But
Who rolled him up there, yo? I want to know. How did he get? No way he's because you know what? Somebody. This is why I want to know, right? Not because it's funny, but this a crime happened, right? And if somebody pushed him up there, they should be paid. They should be paying for their crime. Yeah, because they're accessories.
100%.
Accessories before and after.
Before and after. Yep.
You know?
Yep.
During the fact,
Yeah.
he needed help.
You think? Yeah, 100%.
But
Where's his handler?
Well, I will say this much while you guys are fucking calm enough. Stephen Hawking, however, was a English theoretical physicist and cosmologist. Facts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think he was Superman. All right, next topic. That's who's Superman when it felt the horse? What's his name?
The horse.
That's what the joke was, just in case anybody didn't say it. That's why I wanted to say that.
Talk about Christopher Reeves.
Yeah. Christopher Reeves. Yo, speaking of fucking funny, bro, is Cat Williams out here reminding us all that he's the fucking man? Did Cat Williams just pull his dick out all over the internet?
Facts.
Yo, Cat Williams is out here fucking, and I don't like using these new terms, but he's standing on business. Cat Williams is out here standing on business. He went on the Shay Shay podcast and just went in, bro.
Yes, he did.
Went in.
and I have to say, all right, real quick, what's a your guys' take initially on what Cat Williams was saying on this thing?
Well, what he was saying about Ricky Smiley, I thought when he opened up, I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't really know who Ricky Smiley. I knew who he was in the movie. What? I didn't know role was definitely made for him. Like who else would have played that role? Like nobody else would have played it better. I couldn't think for a second. That
Ricky Smiley's role?
No, Cat Williams' role. Because
Okay.
that's what he said. Ricky Smiley went on there and said that.
So the Money Mike role?
Yeah, that the Money Mike role was supposed to be his role.
Yes. Okay.
Allegedly.
Ice
Cube got on and cleared a couple things up, but
Did he? Because when that podcast aired, no, he hadn't said anything yet.
listen, let me say this much.
What you got?
My man Cat Williams, I haven't seen a video get this many separate responses in so long. Ice Cube got a response. Ricky Smiley had a response. I think Steve Harvey didn't respond yet. Cedric the Entertainer had a response.
Yep.
Somebody responded twice. Like
Mike Epps said something.
Mike Epps was like, he said, nigga, I got a special coming out. He said, I need you to say something about me.
He
So
said,
I was in that movie.
say my name. I was in that movie too.
My favorite character, to be honest with you.
Was Day
Pops?
Day?
Yeah, yo, Day Day's one of my favorite, bro.
Nah, Day Day's funny. He said, he said, he said, you know, she had a punch in her stomach, but I smelled a little beer in her breath. I just thought she was, came from drinking 40s and shit.
He said, I thought that was from drinking 40s and shit. Yeah, but no. I thought the podcast was great. I just thought him shitting on everybody was amazing. But what really made it come full circle was when the internet did their homework and they start really putting this shit out. Like they start making these compilations where you see the set that Cat Williams is talking about, where he does the joke about being in the car, and then they put it side to side with the set that Cedric the Entertainer does when he's in the car.
And that was the best part of Cedric's bit. But go ahead.
And it was the same joke.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, this guy's not fucking lying. Because here's the proof. Then they do the next video comes out where he's shitting on Steve Harvey.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's shitting on people as much or just speaking what was true about the scenario.
He was roasting them.
Yeah, you know what?
He wasn't wrong.
And a lot of it has come out as being true.
Well, first off, when he starts speaking this stuff, I believe that it's true for a couple reasons, or maybe not exactly true because everybody's version of everything is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But I have to lean toward believing it because when I listen to him talking, I'm like, first of all, Cat Williams is he's fallen out of the limelight for no reason because I think he's hilarious.
Wait, hold on a second.
What you got?
No, we're having some technical difficulties Dave just said we're having some technical difficulties.
In what sense? Oh, maybe it's the weather. You think it's the weather messing with the feed?
It could be.
There's a
said it keeps
tornado going,
looping.
but let's just keep. I would
Just keep
keep
going?
your foot on the gas.
All right, but so the fact that Cat Williams is,
Testing.
you know, I don't know if Cat Williams is, I don't know if he's like shadow banned, so to speak, when it comes to Hollywood, like not blacklisted.
Nah, he was.
But
He alleges that he's blackballed.
Yeah. Okay, so
He says Harvey Weinstein allegedly offered him
a little,
He said,
You know?
I wouldn't let him, and I know who he did do it to.
yeah, that shit was funny. But I have to say that though, what he's saying about it, I kind of, it sounds like it makes sense to me because all of these people that people tend to say these things about, all these celebrities and all these people that make it to a really successful level, people in Hollywood that kind of seem to get blackballed, seem to get kind of put under the, you know, brushed under the rug. These guys end up saying things about these guys, and I'm like, that makes sense why you're down here and they're up here because you didn't agree to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
That brings me to my next question.
what's that?
How do you guys feel about him saying that Kevin Hart's an industry plant?
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know if he's an industry plan as much as he's an industry favorite because, you know, he checks all the boxes, bro. He checks all the boxes. He's a cash cow for, you know, an old executive in a tunnel.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
still
saying?
fucking force feed
But,
us a lot of Kevin Hart.
Listen, you know what I feel like? I feel like this. Do you guys remember when do you guys remember when the world discovered something called a chopped cheese? Right? So,
Okay.
I feel like Cat Williams is the chopped cheese that you kind of found on a block in a deli, something like that. And I remember when Whole Foods was selling chopped cheese for like $13 fucking dollars.
Whole Foods was selling a chopped cheese?
You don't remember that?
Do I remember? No. I
So
don't
Whole
remember
Foods
that.
was selling a chopped cheese.
That was a thing?
I feel like Kevin Hart
It's
is
definitely
like
a sloppy Joe. They just called it, when he came in, they called it a chopped cheese.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But I'm just saying, I feel like Kevin Hart is like the Whole Foods chopped cheese, and being a vertically challenged African American male myself, I kind of hear it a lot. So
Oh, you get that? So you align with Kevin?
no, I don't. I actually align with Cat Williams, and I'll say this
Oh.
because look, listen. I'm really a fan of stand up comedy. All the Def Comedy Jam. I've seen all the Def almost
An entire
Mark
set
Curry's.
from Mark Curry.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
That's part of what he said. And joke stealing to me is so whack.
Yeah, it's the corniest shit
It's
ever.
so whack to me, bro. That's so whack. Like, there's no sampling comedy. You know, it's not music. It's not, you know, say a Biggie bar or a Biggie verse and it's paying tribute. Stealing somebody's joke is whack, bro.
Yo, what up, Rabs? He says Burrow's being so calm about the storm. You know what? I don't be believing the weather nowadays. They gotta prove it to me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wake up in the morning and it better be a fucking trampoline in my yard.
Yeah, Aaron Colton better be out front talking about careful out here, kids. You know,
There better be a
at
dude
the
with a-
bus stop. It's slick.
Yeah, there better be a dude with a pickup truck with a fucking big can with metal balls inside of it in the bed.
100%.
Him and a guy with a laptop.
Yeah,
Fucking running around town chasing that puppy.
damn right. What's his name? Mitch Hoffman. Some of you know the guy.
Listen, Erin Colton be in the hood, bro. Like she'll literally be reporting. There'll be somebody in the back. She's like, "We got a sale going on here," and yo, bro, it's crazy.
So fucking.
Yeah.
funny.
Yo,
I
Erin
love
Colton
Erin
is
Colton.
kind of fine.
Yeah, I love her.
Yo, only thing about her, bro, I had to slow down on following her on social media. All she talks about is her anxiety. I'm like, yo, stop. She's like, everything's like hashtag anxiety. I'm like, yo, it's not cancer. Relax.
It's like, slow
Take
down,
a
bitch.
nap.
You're giving me anxiety.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, anxiety is nothing that you rep for. You know, there's no ribbon for anxiety. Cut it
She's
out.
really pushing for that Xanax script.
Yeah. She wants like some kind of, you know, some indigo ribbon or something like that. Get out of here.
I bet you she's one of these girls fucking tackling each other to get those Stanley mugs at Target, Starbucks. Yo,
Facts.
what is going on with these mugs?
Bro, I have no idea, yo.
I'm a fan of getting the fucking a quality product that's gonna last long, and I understand that Stanley makes a good thermos.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So buying a Stanley thermos, I get it, but buying 35 of them doesn't make any sense.
I agree entirely.
Dude, people are waiting for this shit like it's fucking Majora's Mask release date. They're standing outside fucking the store waiting for this shit to drop to buy them. It's crazy.
This was
Have
a
you seen
marketing
this?
scheme.
I saw it, dude.
It was a marketing scheme.
It's a marketing scheme. First of all, the fact that they call them Stanley Cups in itself is genius.
That is
Yo,
Yeah,
shout out to the
that's-
Derelicts podcast. They said, tell that to white women.
Bro, you can't tell that to them. You'll lose a friend.
Yeah, you crazy? That thing turns into a weapon.
Yeah, little do they know they're growing some fungus in that straw because now one of them is cleaning that properly.
Nobody's got the fucking thing.
Listen,
the thin.
Nobody's pipe cleaning that thing.
Yeah, nobody.
Listen, bro. I'm
No,
going to tell you right
no
I'm-
road-
They're
Roto-Rooter.
running some water through it and then they're putting it in their little,
Yeah,
their little
dish
drying
drain?
rack.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that we're supposed to use things like that so that we're not like purchasing like a bunch of different cups. Like that's the purpose of buying like one of those cups so that you don't need 155. But now there's people that are incentivized to collect these fucking things.
Yeah.
There's pictures on the internet. I didn't even know this was a thing. There's people posting pictures with like 50 of them, like every color.
Yeah, but you
They
know
collect
why?
them
But do you know
God.
why?
That's the women's
because
version
we're
of
fucking consumers.
it's the female version of gaming.
No,
Cup
it's not.
collecting?
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Cup collecting. I got to take it easy. My sister collects those Starbucks cups, and
I was talking about Stanley Cups because it's so expensive.
Listen,
They're like $50 each.
listen.
that's fucking
Go ahead,
insane.
Swizz. What you got?
In the field that I work in, there are many people that have Stanley Cups, and I'm talking about ones that were passed down from generation to generation. You don't need all these Stanley Cups. This was
That
a
straw is
marketing
definitely
scheme.
gross.
This was a marketing campaign. No, because it's actually a thermos. It flips off at the top so you pour your coffee in it. But we ain't gonna get into that. In any case, this is a marketing scheme. I think they made their profits went up like some
It
stupid
was like 71% or
million,
something.
yeah,
like that.
but millions. They went from making like whatever to like to 40 something million or something crazy like that. I'll even pull it up in a second, but it's all a marketing scheme because once you go viral, it's just like that pink sauce. Remember that pink sauce? Everybody's going crazy over the pink sauce. Now that girl, she had a bunch of money. Now she's bankrupt. What else was a viral hit?
Yeah, but you're saying that this is like the time that the Ruby Rose thing came out, and they released those chats with the guy who spent all that money, but that wasn't
Yep.
real. I get it. You're saying it's like a ploy, but
It is.
it fucking worked, and they got a gang of bitches out
Yeah,
here
because
going
people are
crazy.
fucking
I see
stupid.
one on eBay for $300, dude. $300, and this is coming from a guy who buys plastic figurines. We got to fucking draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, I know, man. Because if that's worth more than your pop collection, you better start getting rid of them things and investing in Stanley Cups.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna lie. I do own like one of those like thermos things.
Yes.
So you do?
I own one, not a Stanley one. I
No,
own
I'm not laughing
a
at
Hydro
that.
Flask.
I'm still stuck in the past.
Yeah, I own a Hydro Flask, but I've never. I
Oh,
only
you talking
have
about Bobby
one.
the Reefer?
What? No, a Hydro Flask is it's a brand.
I was talking
Yeah.
to Justin. I was just never mind.
Oh, yo, resurrect Bobby the Reefer.
Yeah, my old Graham's coming back, and I like the fact that I've had it for so long, and that it's got like a patina on it, and I like the fact that it's fucking. What the fuck is so funny?
You're
Justin?
so annoying with that patina. But yo, what I'm laughing about, I don't think we gave enough love to the comments from the tunnel story. I think we got to revisit that.
Well, you want to close this up? If
I have to.
Okay, let's get. Justin's been giggling over here.
Those are
And
so
I'm like,
funny.
What is he laughing about?
Those are so funny. So I made a joke, just joking, guys, about the tunnels. So I said I had no idea that the Ninja Turtles were Jewish before. And in the chat, Dave says, Master Splinterstein.
That's fucking funny.
And Saif said, he said Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and Raphael.
Dude, when I read Rabbi Al, bro, that was one of the funniest ones.
That's a fucking alley-oop.
Bro, you
Yo.
guys deserve. Can we pin those?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
we can
that's
pin one. We
super
got to pick
fucking
one.
funny.
Can you? Oh, we can only pin one.
Yeah, I've been pinning
We
them.
got to
Don't worry.
rotate them. You're pinning
Yeah.
one for 5 minutes and pinning
I
the other
bet.
one for
Yeah,
the
swap 'em
remainder.
out.
Yo, Dave, you up. We love you, dog.
Swap them out.
Yo, I'm done.
Nah,
Did
Rabbi
you guys
L?
catch the Golden Globes?
Hell
No,
People
none of
still
it,
watch
actually.
award shows? People
Go ahead,
still
tell
do
me about
that?
it. Yeah, apparently they do.
Wow.
Go ahead. what
Don't
you
look
got?
at me. I didn't fucking watch it. I want to know if you guys watched
Hell
it.
no, I didn't
No,
watch
but
that
I did read.
Oh!
It was in the news today because
Go ahead.
I think Joe Coy.
Rabbi L.
Oh my God! Yeah, yeah. He bombed.
Joe Coy hosted it. And go ahead, Twiz. You want to tell the story?
Nah.
No, he fucking bombed, bro. He was like one of the first people to ever get fucking booed. He was just like, his jokes just wasn't hitting.
Well, he's not funny. Did they hired him thinking he'd be funny?
He said he took the job like 10 days ago. He's like, I'm on 10 days notice. What'd you think I was gonna do?
Nah, that's whack.
He could have had a 2 years notice. That man's not funny.
Nah, I don't know.
I've seen his stand up. He's not funny.
He's
Yeah.
he's not my like kind of fucking stand up.
And I respect your opinion with stand up.
Yeah,
so
I
that
didn't
means
think he
he's
was
not funny.
First off, I got the best taste in stand up here. That's number one. Number two, no, he has nothing memorable.
Every
at all.
once in a while, Twiz says something like crazy, and it makes me think like it takes away all the other good things he says. I'm like, wait, now I got a question. He says I got the best taste in stand up here.
I do.
and I'm like, damn, now I'm questioning everything else you said.
Nah, fuck you. I got the best taste in stand up here. I've done what he. I did the.
I know,
work.
right? It's crazy.
I did
That's
the work.
crazy, bro.
I did the work.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? I think that I never thought this
We're
about
not getting
Twiz.
that's it. This is the rest of the show. Let's go.
Twiz just be saying shit. I never knew you as a sayer.
I ain't saying shit, yo.
I
Don't
didn't know
do
you-
that.
Hold on.
I never even realized you were a sayer.
I'm definitely not a sayer. I'm just trying to tell you, I've watched a lot. When I say a lot of stand up, I've watched a lot.
I don't care what that means. I'm funnier than you, so
I've
my
watched-
opinion wins. So let's. No,
I'm
just
not
kidding.
funny. I'm not funny.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you
So-
know what's funny? I just had this debate today, and I was talking to my cousin, and I was like, yo, bro, out of all of us, out of all the cousins, I was like, I'm the least funny. He said, nah, bro, you're funny. I was like, I'm really not funny. I was like, there's nothing funny about me. I feel like I'm the most serious out of everybody. I take everything seriously. You know, it's structure and scheduling and things like that. But he said, yo, you say you're funny, bro.
I think being funny doesn't necessarily have to be somebody who like delivers a bunch of jokes to it. People could have funny reactions. They could have funny mannerisms. Like you can just be funny, right? It doesn't have to be like some of the stuff that makes people laugh. Like I'm not out here fucking doing a song and dance, right? Sometimes it's just the way you react to something or the way like, you know, you could be witty enough that makes you funny. I think there's so many different levels of funny. That
I agree. Well, you're all inclusive on the funny thing. We get it. Who are your favorite comedians? In no particular order. Give me a top
All right.
5
I didn't
random.
know we were gonna go down this
Who's
route
going
tonight,
first?
but I'm
I'm
excited.
not going. Go ahead. Who's going first?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Top
You're
five?
The, you're the
Yeah.
connoisseur.
Top
Yeah.
5?
You're the connoisseur. Go ahead and start with
Wait,
Earthquake.
time out. Top 5?
Top 5. In
It
no
has to be
particular
5?
order.
Okay, fine. Top 5, no particular order. Off the top of my head. And I'm not even going to really think about it. Mark Curry. Oh my God. Mark Curry, Cat Williams. What's this guy's name? Corey Holcomb. Dave Chappelle, of course. And then for my 5th, I'll even throw in I always mess up his name, but I think it's Red Grant.
All right. So, all right. Pretty non-inclusive list. What are you thinking, bro?
Okay, but I'm going to preface my list by saying 2 things. These are going to be my favorite or who I think is the best.
You know what? Because I would say the ones I think are the best. Like Twiz, I'm sure if he had a week to think about it, that list would change. He'd remember somebody that had the best.
Like Affion Crockett, who's underrated.
Affion?
Yeah, Affion Crockett is
Is it
underrated.
Avion or Affion?
It's Affion, Affion.
Yeah, I don't think he's that funny. I think
He's not-
He's
No, he's-
funnier in like all right, so we're talking about stand-up, right? We're not talking about
We're
comedy
talking about
acting.
stand-up.
Yeah, he's got a
Stand-up.
good gimmick, but he's not that.
No,
Yes,
his
yes.
stand-up
Go
was
ahead.
good.
All right, so my list. These are my favorites from when. These are my the guys who had stand-up like specials that were my favorite that I remember.
Nice. I need to change one.
DL Hughley,
Oh,
Okay.
John Leguizamo,
Okay.
I'm judging you.
Damn, he's definitely not on my list, but I gotta have a Puerto Rican up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, mi pana, you know what I
I'm
mean?
trying to think. Like, he's there, but he's affirmative action in himself up there right
Yo,
now.
fuck you.
He's not even on that. He's not really on my list, but I have to have one on my list. So
Yo,
he's standing in
I'll
right
keep
now.
it a stack, bro. As a Puerto Rican, I can't endorse that.
I thought he wasn't
He's
even
not
Puerto
that
Rican.
funny.
I can't
He's
endorse
Puerto
that.
Rican. I'm trying to think of another Puerto Rican that's super funny I could throw on there.
Is he Puerto
in
Rican?
his
He is
place.
Puerto Rican, right? He's one of ours. Agreed.
Martin Lawrence.
Okay. Martin's a good one.
Martin is a good one.
Martin's a good one.
And then, dude, I'd love to end it with like one of these like old school guys, but I'd be lying because I didn't really watch them a lot.
I got an alley-oop for you.
I'm gonna lay it. Well, hold Bernie Mac, last one.
Okay.
Bernie Mac's a good choice, man.
Yeah, those are my 5 right there.
What are you saying, Twiz?
I need to go back and I need to change mine because now I'm thinking about it.
See, that's what I'm
Nah,
saying. Like, if we
but-
had more time, but
Yeah,
he did get less time. So go ahead. What do you want
No,
to
no,
change?
no.
Who do you wanna add?
I want to take. I'll take out. Who did I add last? Lord have mercy. Bill Bellamy. I would add Bill Bellamy. His stand up.
Bill Bellamy's
His
good,
stand up
too.
routines are insane. Insane.
All right, who would I say? I mean, I have to say up toward the top somewhere is Bill Burr.
Really.
Yes.
Bill Burr's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Bill Burr to me is funny as hell. Dave Chappelle is on there.
Of course.
Chappelle is one of the classics. I'll be honest, man. I love some George Carlin, bro.
You know what's so funny is like those are the ones I would think you were gonna say.
I love some George Carlin. I used to watch George Carlin growing up with my dad, and some of it was funny, but it was funny because it was so real. Some of that, you know. Who else would I say? I would say currently, man. I really think that there's some bits that are very funny from Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis is super funny.
Shane Gillis is very funny.
Modern times got to be a different list.
Yeah,
because I didn't
wait.
include any like current like
Well,
guys.
I'm going with the guys. What I'm kind of my criteria. Let me be clear. My criteria is like the hardest I've laughed, where it was memorable to me, and it was multiple times.
Yeah, because Shane Gillis is his.
That's what I'm
is
saying.
Hilarious.
There are some points where I laughed so goddamn hard at Shane Gillis's stand-up material that, dude, to be honest, I'm going to be honest, contemporary, Theo Von makes me piss myself. I saw him in Westbury. You remember when we saw him in Westbury?
Yeah.
Dude, I laughed the entire time.
Yeah.
His
pretty
crowd
fucking
work
funny.
was good. Dude, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. I got to say, Jeff Ross is up there for me. Oh, David Tell. David Tell to me,
Really?
possibly my favorite stand-up. One of my top 3 of all time, David Tell.
You guys might think this is corny.
David Tell. Thank God I just did a little external thinking. David Tell is up there.
Who's the other Dave?
Chappelle?
No, Dave. The white guy. What's his name? Dave.
Navarro?
Never mind.
He's a guitarist.
Nah, you know who I like? What was his name? Dane Cook.
Dane Cook. That's exactly what I'm thinking
Yo,
about.
that
Dane
motherfucker's
Cook.
funny.
Yeah,
Look,
Vicious Circle was
Justin,
a great fucking
fuck
special.
you and your non-inclusion. How about that?
You got one white guy, bro. What are you talking about?
I could put a bunch of white guys, but
to me, these guys are just funny.
Andrew Schultz, his fucking stand-up on fucking.
Andrew Schultz is funny.
Real
Bro.
quick, let me go to the chat because there's a couple people who put their favorite comics up. Derelict's podcast says Bill Burr, Shane Gillis, Andrew Schultz, Nick Mullen, and Joe List.
Oh, Patrice O'Neal too. Damn. See, we need the chat involved in this. Let's get some more of this because
Yeah,
I got.
Dave says Chappelle, Louis C.K., Bill Burr, Chris Rock. Damn, Chris Rock, Ralphie May.
Oh shit, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I don't find Chris Rock that funny.
Chris Rock is funny. You
Chris
crazy.
Rock,
Chris
is,
Rock
not,
is funny.
Chris Tucker is funnier than Chris Rock.
Chris
Well,
Tucker
not-
is funny. But stand-up wise, Chris Rock delivers a story and a build-up and stuff. In a movie, I'd much rather see Chris Tucker.
Nah, fuck that. I'd rather not see either one of them at this point. But Chris
Yes,
Tucker's
I agree with
Chris
that.
Tucker's Def Comedy Jam stand-up was fucking immaculate.
Yeah. I mean, there were classics on Def Comedy Jam. You remember Bad Boys of Comedy?
Yeah,
I
I
wish
remember
I knew
that.
some of them guys' names, bro.
No, oh, you know who we forgot?
Who?
The fucking number one person that fucking does the bet, Tommy Lee Davidson. Did you ever see him do Sábado Gigante?
No.
Oh my fucking God. You guys gotta see that
Tommy
shit.
Lee Davidson. You know what's so sad?
Oh, my God.
Don't say George Lopez.
Yo, y'all are bugging right now, bro. George Lopez is hysterical, bro.
George
Dude,
Lopez
I
is
grew
not-
up. I used to love George Lopez back in the day.
We need
bro.
a funny stand-up. We need a funny Puerto Rican stand-up, man. Like a real like breakout.
Isn't Gabriel
Are you
Iglesias
serious?
fucking Puerto Rican?
Who?
No, bro. If you saw my Fluffy, he's Mexican, bro.
Oh, he is Mexican. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, You don't think George Lopez is funny? For real?
I shouldn't say I don't think he's funny. He never made me laugh like the Kings of Comedy made me laugh, or because I'll be honest with you, Cedric's stolen car bit was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that shit was fun. No,
And Cat Williams' Pimp Chronicles and stuff. There's certain things that I laughed at harder than anything ever. Oh, Ricky Gervais.
Oh, facts. I
Ricky
didn't find
Gervais
him funny
is one of
either,
my favorite,
but
bro.
I know who he is.
Did you
You
like
gotta-
his recent special?
Yeah. Bro, that one joke that he had, did you hear that one joke that he had about the Make-A-Wish? He's like, I would go do Make-A-Wish. He said, first thing I would say is, me? Why didn't you wish to get better? And I was like, oh my God, bro.
That is funny.
Bro, I was like, he was like, come on. I was like, oh my God. When you're willing to push that envelope like that, that's
He's-
when laughter is like peak.
I feel like he doesn't make me die laughing, but he says funny things. Like I'm
Yeah.
consistently laughing, but I'm not like keeled over. Yeah, man. There's so many. But you're right. The shows like that, Def Comedy Jam, or what was that show on Comedy Central
What?
where they did like it was like a similar to the Bad Boys of Comedy. Was it Def Comedy Jam?
No, do you
No.
remember-
It was
Do you remember Comic View? On
Comic
TV?
View.
Yep.
That was
That's
BET.
exactly what I'm thinking about.
That was
Comic View.
So just BET.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was.
I was like every night at like 9 or some shit like that. I'm telling you, I did this, bro. Play with me.
What verse is that from? Late night, watching Comic View.
That's at the end of a sitcom.
Yeah,
intro,
they
isn't it?
said they said Berto's leg, foot shaking like it got Parkinson's.
Yeah, I'm out here fucking. It's a storm
Yo.
outside, guys.
Yo, who was it that went in that one night and said we
Dave.
should put your foot in a bucket of grapes? They said we'd have wine by the end of the night.
100%.
Yo. No, they said we'd have jam by the end of the night. Yo, I was in tears, bro. I was in tears. I was like, yo, that's merch.
Yeah, my shit definitely fucks with the frame rate.
Yo, we got
Oh.
that's gonna be your merch. You know that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a shaking
It's
foot.
should be a still picture
Oh.
and a leg that's out of focus.
Nah, we should put Berto's foot in a fucking Birkenstock and put fucking Foot Finder over the top.
Oh, found it.
Yo, we about to get over. Yo, we about to get out the hood with that one.
Yeah, you about to fucking put my fucking.
Come
you want
on.
me to, you want
We
me to
getting
wear
out
a
there.
Where's Waldo sock? Mm-hmm. I know you got a bunch of shit to talk about, Jay. We're almost at the end.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy's
very,
up there.
Very funny. Another guy that I almost rather watch him in a movie.
Nah, you didn't see Raw?
Yeah, his stand up, Eddie Murphy,
Yeah,
Raw,
those-
Delusional. Those are great and classic.
Richard Pryor.
Of course.
Richard Pryor's a funny motherfucker. But I think this, and here's a hot take. I love Richard Pryor as a fucking stand-up comedian, but I feel like I like him better in movies. I feel like Harlem Nights, you can't.
Harlem Nights is incredible.
yeah, bro. Like I saw Harlem Nights and I saw a stand-up and I'm like, bring back Sugar Ray.
I'll shoot that little gnarled, crusty. You kidding me? That movie's incredible, bro. Red Fox is in it, bro. Everybody's in that movie.
That's a
Dude,
fact.
back in the day when they made movies, I felt like now. When you watch movies from back in the day, you see all these actors that were like at the time, I guess they were up and coming, but like they're all like in these movies.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
But yo, I want to stay on this Cat Williams thing. If we're staying on this comedy thing, I'd rather do that than talk about the other item that I have on here.
okay.
What's the other item? You want to mention it?
The other
briefly?
item is that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is super famous now after having her mom whacked for
She's
abusing her
famous?
whole life. Dude, she just got released from prison. She has like millions of Instagram followers already. She already found a husband.
Yeah, but that's just gonna die out very, very soon.
I don't know. As
fizzle
long
out?
as you got it, it's an attention economy. People are going to keep looking at her. She's looked at as a hero.
Yeah, dude, her OnlyFans
She had her
is coming
abusive
up.
mom whacked. Bro,
Did the time and she came home, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
within
did the
6
time.
months, OnlyFans coming out. I
did the
promise
time,
you.
came home.
Was she cop out to manslaughter? What was her charge? Hold on, let me pull up her charge.
Nah, this was in 2015, bro. She did time.
Nah, I know that, but they didn't give her.
But she didn't do it.
She
But
didn't
she
do
didn't
it.
do it.
Nah.
She
Yeah,
had
but she
someone
was
else
an
do it.
accessory before and after. So what the fuck are we talking about right
She's
now?
white, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit. When you put it that way, I mean, shit.
Come on,
I'm not
bro.
trying to talk complexions here, but fuck.
Come on. But yo, check it out real quick, and then I want to get back into this Cat Williams thing because I figured we could just
We getting on
wrap
it.
that up.
The story I had is sad, anyways. There's gangs taking over Ecuador. You guys should look at the news.
Oh no, I saw that shit.
That
Yo,
shit is
bro.
crazy, bro. They ran up in the news station when the news was going on with guns
What?
and shit.
Bro, they had cops on TV begging, pleading, begging for their lives. You see them?
Asking
yo,
the
you see them with the
president.
prayer hands on fucking TV. That's fucked up,
Bro,
bro.
they're killing soldiers and shit. Ecuador's a fucking Right now,
Yeah,
it's like a war zone.
Yo, to all
bro.
my Ecuadorian peoples, I pray for your families that are back in your country. I pray that there's peace. I pray that there's love. We pray
Cheeto Vera,
that there's
bro.
peace.
Bro, they got-
and we pray that there's love.
Facts. They got the fucking military in the streets right now.
Facts.
Wow.
Yo, and they said soon enough the president's gonna declare martial law. You know what the fuck that means?
Dude, Twiz, can you tell us? I know Justin wants to talk about Cat Williams.
Nah, it's okay.
No, don't worry. We're gonna bring Cat back. Don't even worry about
we
it.
can bring back Cat.
Pause.
But
That
the
sound a little
president
crazy.
called the state of emergency because of this escape of a mobster, right? Is that like what kind of set this off?
Hold on, I'm gonna check right now.
I think it's crazy, dude. If you look on Twitter, bro, the videos that they're releasing are insane. They're fucking running up in universities, holding students hostage, holding people hostage, holding soldiers hostage.
Yep.
No way, man.
Yeah, dude. Dude, they were in the news station.
What do they plan to do? Exactly.
I don't know.
What are they going to do if they do take over? What's your plan?
The same thing they did when they stormed the Capitol. Someone's gonna sit in the chair and take a selfie in it, and then everybody will go home. I guess I don't.
Love it. They say
fucking know.
storm the Capitol, where there was cops opening the doors.
Yeah.
On video. Nobody stormed anything.
Nah, these motherfuckers. Some of them went through the window.
They were told to go through the window. There's videos of these idiots opening the windows and it being seen that they're on video. And then like saying, don't do that.
Okay,
You know?
yes. So here it states that the measure was a response to the disappearance of Adolfo Macias, leader of the criminal gang Los Choneros, from the prison where he was serving a 34-year sentence, and unrest at 6 other prisons, including hostage takings of prison guards.
Oh, so he disappeared, and now the gangs are like, "Where is?"
Bro, I'm over here. I got 3 planes and a ship. And
Said,
y'all doing
"Please
this?
take it easy. You're spending all the money."
Yo. Damn, that's wild. So he went missing and now they're like avenging him or looking for him.
Something like that, yep.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's a
dude.
loyal squad.
To turn the country upside
Overturn
down.
the government because
Well, no, what it is
because the OG went missing.
Well, nah, what it is it's a slippery slope. So it says here that that he actually was trying to implement some of the policies that the new president of El Salvador has been using, and how he kind of cleaned up a lot of the crime, and he wasn't necessarily giving a full due process to the criminals because he wanted to send a message to the gangs. And Ecuador's president tried to emulate that, and it didn't go over the same way. You know, they probably got one up, or they already saw what happened in Salvador, and just was like, yo, yeah, fuck that, bro. We ain't going out like that. And didn't give him enough time to mount a good enough strategy or mount a good enough force in order to handle the repercussions of the actions.
I'll tell you what. Whatever they did in El Salvador, I guess that shit worked, bro. I seen a sign the other day that said El Salvador, the safest place in Central America. I was like, what?
Woo!
I said, says who? I said, man, what?
Come on, you kidding me? They got pizza places in the middle of Connecticut that say best pizza around. Stop it.
That's funny. But go ahead, man. Cat Williams went on the Shay Shay podcast, drilled in on a bunch of his co-workers, his fellow comedians, called people out, exposed them.
Yes, but I really can't go further until I say who the hell said that Shannon Sharp should name his show Club Shay Shay? That should sound like a hair store.
Yeah, it definitely is very homoerotic.
Bro,
Yo, leave Uncle Shannon alone, you heard?
Shay Shay? Club Shay Shay? That
Yeah.
don't sound like they sell 34
Bro, he's a
Yaki.
southern...
Keep it a stack, bro.
That's bad.
Yo, bro, listen. See, here's where I got to tell you.
And he sells and he has a cognac company.
He is a Southern African American man. They look at things differently than us here on the East Coast. All right.
Now, that's a zesty ass name, bro.
Bro,
I
Club
never
Shay Shay?
listen,
They
bro.
do lashes.
You gotta understand. There's different
You
kind of
definitely
zest
got a
down
cousin
there.
Shay Shay.
I do
You definitely
probably.
got a female cousin
And
Shay
she
Shay.
probably does hair. I guarantee she's not a big brother
Nah, I
dude
don't,
doing a podcast.
First and foremost, I don't even got a cousin Shay. I got a sister Shoo. I got a. Come on, don't get me started, man.
That's it, bro.
Nah, but
I
Shay
got
Shay-
a prima chancleta. You know what I'm saying?
That's mad funny because Spanish people just be doubling up on names too.
A little
Let's
bit.
hear it. Let's hear it.
So, first off, I mean, I know we discussed a little bit if we believe what he said or not, but this comment about the Money Mike scene that was originally supposed to happen during the Friday After Next filming. So did you guys see that part?
Yeah, I watched.
Of course.
Okay. So he said that he was supposed to get essayed in that scene. Mm-hmm. And he spoke against it, and they took his word for it, and they let it rock, which I think I believe that.
I believe that too.
I believe that. What do you think, Twiz?
I believe it 110%.
You believe it?
Yeah. 100%.
I just saw a reel popped up on my Instagram of Bernie Mac in a photo shoot for a movie he was in or a show that he was in.
Nah, it was for the TV show he did.
Yeah, it was a TV show. What was the name of it? I don't remember.
Yeah, I got upload up.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know the name of the show.
like a
It's the
family
Bernie Mac
sitcom.
show. It's the Bernie Mac show.
The Bernie Mac show.
Lord have
Duh.
mercy.
How
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
hard was that?
Yeah, I know the name. What the?
And the producer kept on insisting that the older boy sit on his lap. And he kept on saying, no, just have him sit next to me. And she kept trying to get him to sit on his lap in the photo. I'm sure it was just a family type of thing. But of course, it kind of leads me to believe that nefarious things occur in Hollywood. You know what I mean? It was almost
100%.
like she was pushing the idea. And he was like, no, why can't you just sit next to me? I'm like, sit here, sit next to me. And the fact that she kept on pushing that on him, I found to be a little strange. But
Yeah, that was Jeremy
Shit is weird as
Suarez.
fuck.
yeah. So I do believe that he more than likely spoke up against that scene and they removed it. And another one was the Ricky Smiley thing. Like we talked about earlier about Ricky Smiley. First of all, I don't think Ricky Smiley's even the least bit funny.
Yeah, I don't think he's that funny.
He's not funny at all. And Cat Williams is like, I wrote the part. He's like, I wrote the lines.
Yeah.
How could Ricky Smiley have said he was supposed to play my part? What was he going to say?
He said he helped with the costumes. He did his hair the way he was going to do it. That he did everything. That there was no lines. We wrote them all.
Yeah.
Well, let me add in just before we go crazy. So in Ice Cube's rebuttal, he said there are things that Cat said that are true. He said, but the one thing I will say is that we had a bunch of different people try out different parts. He said, so we did have Ricky try out as Money Mike, just like we had him try out as Santa, just like we had him try out as. So he's saying like there are a couple people, or maybe all of them. I don't remember the particulars, but I do know this for a fact. He said Ricky did try Money Mike and Santa and this person and that person, etc. That was what he did do that.
Bro, that Santa role wasn't even that memorable. Like it was a
Saying like that's how I feel.
Don't you ever disrespect Mace like that. Don't you ever disrespect Mace and call him Ricky Smiley. Ever in your life, bro.
Pause.
They will never be the same. But the only thing that I remember, the main thing I remember about Ricky Smiley, didn't he have like braces and glasses and a Kangol hat? I remember his look more than I remember anything about that man's comedy.
I didn't know he played so many female roles.
Is that, yeah, that Cat Williams
said that. So I was like, damn.
You looked it up
this
and is it true?
interesting. Yeah. Dude, you Google him and you go to images, it's just a bunch of pictures of him in a wig, cross-dressing.
See, man, that's like Tropic Thunder. He went full retard. You can't do that.
Jesus.
You can't. He probably lives in that. Can you imagine preparing for that?
I don't think that he caught a stray. I think that was an honest, objective perspective. Like Tyler Perry is not funny,
Bro,
unless he's playing that character.
Even
That's the only way, and that character is not even funny.
I was just gonna say that even him as Medea, I don't think any of his movies are funny.
Medea is not funny. Bro.
Wait, hold on. Have you guys seen the plays at all, or only the movies? I just need to know.
Only the movies. I'm sure the plays are probably great because plays are great because of the people who.
If there's an audience,
Yeah.
you're sitting there with an audience. It's different. The energy is different. Just like stand up in person, you'll laugh at an open mic, but if you watch that open mic on TV, you ain't gonna laugh.
So let me just say this as a person of whatever opinion. The plays are way better than the movies. I don't even rock with the movies personally.
The movies just ain't fucking funny. I'm not saying that he sucks as a producer or whatever because he makes good movies. He's made good movies. I don't know if he makes good movies, but the Medea movies ain't funny. That's the only thing I'm saying. Some of his dramas are pretty good.
These comments. But yeah, I don't know. I don't find it to be that funny. But another thing that I wanted to mention was what do you guys think about him saying Cedric stole jokes? We touched on that a little bit. Yeah. So Yeah, if you saw that, because I didn't see the comparison to side by side yet.
It's the same joke.
It's the same joke.
Almost word for word. Yeah.
Even the mannerisms. He gets in the car and starts it the same way.
Get out of here. He shifts like this.
Dude, he turns the knee. He turns the
How
key.
can you do that, bro?
People do that. Comedians have. There's a long history of comedians that have stolen from each other.
Look at Carlos
legitimately.
Mencia.
Yeah, that was mentioned earlier in the chat.
Look at Carlos Mencia, dude. It's like these things. Nobody knew what the world was going to be like, and the fact that these videos would live for so long.
Yep.
You know, a picture only lived in somebody's house, you know, for as long as it lived, and then it would disappear. You never see it again. Now with these digital, it lives forever. And back in the day, if you did a joke in New York and then I thought it was funny, I hit the road and went all around the fucking West Coast and did the same joke. Nobody was going to know that it was your joke.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true. You'd
Nobody
be touring
would
in a
ever
completely
know.
different region.
Yeah. Me and you can do the same fucking set, and we could just be going around the country doing the same set, and nobody would fucking know. But not anymore. Now, somebody puts the clip on Instagram, puts it on the blah, blah, blah. It goes digital. It exists forever. It's like, oh, so-and-so made this joke already.
Yeah. Imagine Matt
So-
Rife stole a joke from Joe Rogan.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be like, what, bro? I saw that.
It's like-
it was on my reels 2 weeks ago.
It's like, yeah, come on, dude. So yeah, it's just you can't do it anymore. And I guess, you know, he said, I guess he might have thought that that's what was going to happen, that nobody would know, nobody would notice. That, oh, nobody's seen him do it. He's only been doing that in the club, you know.
He also cited Steve Harvey stealing jokes.
Yeah, but I haven't seen a video of Steve Harvey come out. Steve Harvey's not that funny.
I saw
anyways.
it.
Steve Harvey's good in movies.
Yeah.
I thought Mr. Hightower. I thought what's
The Steve Harvey Show.
Steve Harvey Show.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
he
was about
was
to say,
Mr.
what-
Hightower.
Bro, he's only been in one movie, I think.
Who? Steve Harvey?
Yep.
He's done a lot of shows though.
Yeah. He's done show. He's done Family Feud.
I
He's
used
done
to
game
love the
shows.
Steve Harvey Show. I can't lie. Bullethead and Romeo.
Ain't your uncle?
Nah, not at all.
I thought for sure that's what was coming. I thought I was about to say, damn it, Twist, now we got to cut that out.
He said he was stealing jokes, and he also said that Steve Harvey got fake hair.
Yeah, he said, is that real?
He said it was a man unit.
Is that true?
I mean, I'm sure it is. That shit was perfect, bro.
Is that one piece?
Wasn't a hair out of place, man.
And now he went to Istanbul.
Oh, Mama Brooks in the chat says it keeps glitching.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Must be the weather.
There's a storm brewing.
Yeah, I mean we're over anyways.
There's a storm brewing, folks.
Yep.
We apologize.
And Kevin Hart is an industry plant, and I can't disagree.
And he's not fucking funny. That's it.
He was funny. He was funny in Paper Soldiers, but after that, his
Damn,
first
Paper
first two
Paper
stand-ups were
Soldiers, you're
good.
right.
After that, it was the same thing. Just
After that, he started cashing checks. You know, he started
yeah,
listening.
it's the same jokes reskinned.
He's the same. It's the same exact kind of humor. He's playing Kevin Hart. He's the fucking Rock, another industry plant.
Oh my God! Don't get me started on The Rock, bro. And I used to love Rocky.
Please.
They
Pause.
should have never let him into Fast and the
Pause.
Furious.
Oof.
I can't with The Rock, bro. I'm
They
done with that guy. He's a
Nah, first off, They Go Calderón. I used to hate that song he had out at the time too. But they put
Yo,
They Go in
Dago
there, that
got
was
some.
lit.
Yo, Dago to this day, bro, is like the closest to an East Coast flow until
Facts.
Anuel came around, and then But either way,
Yeah, that's it.
can't lie. Bad Bunny could do it too on the new album, bro. That
Did you
opening
see the
track.
SNL Bad Bunny skit I sent you?
Hilarious. We got to give them credit for that.
You guys go check out the Bad Bunny. Go type in on YouTube SNL Bad Bunny skit. It's in Spanish, but read the subtitles. It's fucking
it's so
hysterical.
It's so funny.
That's funny.
Tráeme más caca para
Yeah.
respirar. He's like, oh,
Está buena la
yo,
caca.
come on. Un pollo con cojones en la cara.
It's
No,
fucking
stop.
hysterical. I don't want to ruin it for everybody.
Sorry, guys.
And when I say that, I mean don't ruin it for everybody, Justin.
Yeah, sorry.
But we're over the hour.
We are over the hour, man. Sorry, guys, for the spotty feed. It's inclement weather outside. We did what we could, but apparently we're still getting messages that the feed wasn't very clean.
There's a storm.
It's not a brewing. It's already a brewed.
Yeah, we're in a fucking nor'eastern.
Yeah. So
And a
that's what we got.
tornado.
Or who wants to take us out of here? You want me to take us out of here? What are we about to do?
Take us out of here. I keep interrupting you when you're trying to take us out of
Nah,
here.
it's all good. Listen, I'll keep going, bro.
No. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Take us out of here.
Massive Numb Podcast, episode 183. Thank you to everybody that tuned in live on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, and everybody that participated in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Those comments were hilarious, some of that stuff in the chat. And so make sure that you check out previous episodes if you missed any or you want to catch up. You can check them out on the live tab on the YouTube channel. We prefer that everybody watch the video version if you can, participate in the chat, but if you can't, you can watch it in the archive, but you can also listen to us on all your favorite audio podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, Stitcher, Podbean, anywhere that you find your favorite audio podcast. And we are also on iHeartRadio now, which is pretty dope. So if you can't find us on your favorite audio podcast platform, one more time, like we do in the opening, Berto, let them know what they could do if they can't find the audio version on their favorite podcast platform.
Join the Discord and harass us. Yeah. Harass us until we place the podcast in your obscure podcast listening platform. All right. And either way, join the Discord because there's pictures of my feet on there.
Twiz, say peace out to the people one time, man.
Yeah, everybody, man. Thank you for tuning in to Masters of None Podcast, episode 183. Tip your fucking waitresses.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión, Wilson Manyoma.